This is a show where we bring you the people, programs, and possibilities driving our city forward. And of course, today on the show, we've got something exciting lined up for you. So whether you're stuck on the Third Mainland, wherever you are, navigating Lekki traffic or, chilling anywhere in Ikeja or at home, this one's for you. So we shall be talking about unlocking your potential. Let's talk skills. Let's talk opportunities. And yes, we shall be talking LSETF, that's the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. That's, the agency helping thousands of Lagosians like you gain real skills, access trainings, and, land you real opportunities to which you can become financially independent. So today we shall be focusing on unlocking your potential. And if you're just joining us, my name is Mike James, and I'll be having a great conversation with my guests. They're here in the studio already. So we'll be looking at, unlocking your potential, skill up with LSETF. And just to remind you that LSETF stands for the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. And if you've ever thought that, okay, I think I need a chance, well, this is it. We'll be, taking you through tech, tailoring, welding, web design, whatever it is LSETF has, in store for you. Training programs that turn passion into paychecks and talent into, thriving careers. We got you covered on this show. Welcome to Accelerate Lagos. So in the studio today with me are Matthew Michel. Yes, that's my guest. Matthew Michel is Head Employability, LSETF, and I have Julie Obi. She's Employability Officer for LSETF. Good morning, and good to have you two in the studio.
Good morning, Mr. James. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. All right, so Mr. Matthew, I'd like you to introduce yourself to my listeners and perhaps tell us about your role at your organization. Let's begin with you.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. James, and thank you, Traffic Radio, for the opportunity. So my name is Mathieu Michel. I'm Head of Employability with Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So, and that's already enough about myself. Let me talk about our programs and about our employability activities at LSETF.
Tell us.
So, just to give a piece of context, you beautifully introduced all the skills training that we do. In the first place, LSETF, the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, like our bread and butter and our flagship activities are still like loans to small and medium-sized companies. That's really the first thing we do. But very fast, we added to our portfolio of activity.
Okay.
Skill training for individuals.
Skill training. Yes. So that's an addition, you say?
Exactly.
Yes. Oh, tell us about it. I think, let me let you.
Let me just land and let
all right, then.
Julia be my colleague here expand on that. But of course, so we did loans, and very fast we saw that one thing that was also important was to give to people the skills so that they could join existing companies, the one that get the loans, also that they can start their own businesses.
Right.
Okay. And that's what our employability unit does.
Okay, so let me let Julie Obi. Okay, I'd like you to just briefly introduce yourself to my listeners and your role at LSETF.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having us.
And maybe you should move a bit closer to the microphone.
My name is Julie Obi, and I'm the project officer with Lagos State Employment Trust Fund for this project that we are running.
Okay. All right. So tell us about this project. I see you have a lot to say about it.
Okay. So this project is targeting 1,500 youths in Lagos, those with LASRA ID. And we're looking at 3 sectors: ICT, trade, and recycling. So those who are interested in any of these sectors, they can apply for their skills. Okay, so when we talk about skills, is it a training in skills, or I want you to expatiate. Let me let Michel expatiate on this. Now, let's talk about this project now, Skill Up.
Sure.
Skill Up is the project, the theme for the project. Tell us more about it.
Yes. We have our employability support project. So this one is around also funded by an international partner, German cooperation, Swiss cooperation. So here GIZ is a major funder, and so The way it works is vocational skill training, 1 month with a school, like in person, really like technical skills, but entry level. Everyone should be able to go through this training and go out of it with some marketable skills, things that they will immediately be able to work with and make a living with. So, as Julie mentioned earlier, in tech, ICT, in trade, sales, retail, things related to customer relation.
All right.
And one that is a bit more innovative and niche, but an interesting pilot.
Right.
In recycling.
Okay.
And we have different courses under these various sectors.
Because I was going to get to that. Is it that you have a line of courses that if I have a skill I'm interested in, can I also apply or key into this project?
Okay, so we have different courses for each of these sectors. For instance, if you are interested in ICT, we have courses like digital marketing, graphic design, we have web development, we have data analyst, and we have social media content creation. So if you are interested in any of these skills, you can apply to learn any of these skills. And for recycling, we are focusing on material recycling. Yes, recycling of used materials, and also PET bottle recycling, and of course biodigester production. So if we have youths residing in Lagos with LSETF ID that is interested in any of these skills for recycling, they can also apply and benefit for what we have. And the good thing is that after the training, for the 4 weeks training, they will also have the opportunity to intern.
Oh.
Yes, in an organization for the next 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
Yes, and for trade. Yes, so for trade sectors, we have courses like customer relation. We have telemarketing for those who are interested in working as a call center. So telemarketing, that's for them. Then we have sales. These days people run away from sales. So we have opportunity in that also. Then inventory management. Organization these days, there's nothing you do without knowing how to manage your inventory. So we'll be teaching our youth how to manage inventory for organizations. And we also have spreadsheets. For under trade.
That's on that trade itself.
Under trade,
okay,
yes.
so Michel, LSETF recently partnered with GIZ on the Employability Support Project. Now, I'd like you to give us, an overview of this collaboration and its intended impact.
So yes, to give you like a higher level view. So this partnership, it goes into like training 1,500. So 1,500 young people in Lagos State. Very important is like gender balance. There will be like at least as many women as men in this.
Over 50 representative of female.
Over 50%, yes.
Can benefit.
Yes. And 5% people with disabilities. So it's not for anyone in that category to say they are left out. We also consider them.
Okay, go on. You want to say something more?
Well, even more than that, we want to encourage them to apply. It's sometimes like difficult to reach them, and people might feel that they don't have the same chances. It's not the case. Like we proactively want persons with disabilities to apply,
so
and we will
about that. Yes.
So it's all inclusive, basically, all inclusive.
Yes.
So why is this initiative particularly relevant, especially for Lagos residents looking to skill up in today's evolving job market? Tell us.
Okay, so here, let me. Being a foreigner, it's a weird position to be in. But my 2 cents, and more than that, some observation that we have from LSETF activities and from some analytical solution that we have and that we develop at LSETF, the so-called Lagos State Labor Market Information System, where we try to observe a bit what is happening in terms of salaries, in terms of skills and of training occupation. what we see is that there are a lot of job seekers in Lagos State that have no qualification and no experience.
Yes.
Right.
So we need there is a need for public service to address this demographics.
Challenge.
Often
Absolutely.
like young people, and they need support to enter the labor market. That's one thing. The other thing is that even for graduates, even out of the many jobs that are published online, a lot of them come with very low salaries. So then there is really like a challenge for people to even find like a livable situation out of a job.
Right.
Someone that would go for a job that pays 70k in VI, really there is a lot of calculation to do at the forefront to know if it's a good deal or not, or if it's
Absolutely.
even manageable. So now that brings us to like this like skills, this so-called like vocational training,
Okay.
which tends to be like kind of faster paced, like more in demand. And the idea is that people should get better options in terms of employment outcome, something that pays a bit more and that possibly they could do closer to home. So basically one better options for themselves.
All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The program is Accelerate Lagos, and today we're talking, unlocking your potential, skill up with LSETF. That's our topic of conversation. My guest, still here in the studio, Mathieu, Michel, Head Employability, LSETF, and we have Julio B, Project Officer for LSETF. Quick traffic report. I made to understand that there's a case of a Volkswagen car having a front tire pulled out on motion on the main carriageway at Ojota, Inward Maryland. And this has caused some traffic backlog towards the interchange. So the traffic has backed up to the interchange as a result of this. So we have that impediment, the car with the front tire issue at Ojota, Inward Maryland, backing up traffic to the interchange. Traffic managers very much on ground managing the situation. The toll van has been contacted for its evacuation. And then straight to Victoria Island. Earlier, we recorded a broken out flat body with a front tire problem occupying some part of the road at Bonnie Camp, just by checking point Inward Mekwe Bridge. But the news just reaching us says that it has been evacuated. It's off the road now, and normalcy has been restored along that corridor. But real quick, let's look at this one from Ogudu. It's a broken out 40-feet container laden truck with a front tire problem. Okay. At Ojota, just by the service lane Inward, Ojota Bridge this time, by the service lane Inward Tollgate. That's along the Lagos Badagry Expressway. All right, Ojota Bridge by the service lane Inward Tollgate. All hands are on deck to have it recovered as quickly as possible. Accelerate Lagos is the program. And of course, we're talking unlocking your potential, skill up with LSETF. That's a project on board, and we're looking extensively into it. So you say there are several courses, training courses available on this project. So let's do this again for the sake of someone just tuning in and seems to be interested. I'd like you to, just run through the training courses available and the key benefits each participant can expect from, partaking in any of these training courses. Julie.
All right. Thank you very much once again. Well, focusing on 3 sectors.
Okay.
ICT, trade and recycling.
Very good.
Now, courses under trade, telemarketing, customer relation, sales, inventory management, and spreadsheet. Those are the courses for trade. Anyone interested in taking any of those courses
On that trade.
Good. Can sign up for that.
Good.
Then for ICT, we have courses like digital marketing,
Okay.
we have graphic design, we have web development, we have data analyst and social media content creation. So that's courses under ICT.
Okay.
And for courses under recycling, we are looking at material waste recycling. These days, material waste generates a lot of waste. Material itself causes waste in Lagos. So we are looking at how we can transform those waste into wealth, yes, for people of Lagos, residents of Lagos. And that is why we're also looking at that sector. recycling.
Okay, so talk to my listeners. Some people must be wondering, okay, how can I apply? But first, who is eligible to apply? Just anybody?
Okay, our focus is for youths.
Youth. So when you say
18
youth,
years, under 18 to 35.
18 to 35.
Although we have consideration to 40,
Okay, tell us.
especially for women.
Okay. for
Yes,
women.
so
Why, that's
we-
partial. That's
So we are looking at 18 to 40
Okay,
now for
basically.
basically for this project.
okay.
So-
And you say the PWDs, persons living with disabilities, are
Yes.
eligible as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have some percentage allotted to people living with disabilities, and all our delivery partners, they are all aware that they need to include people with disabilities in their training centers.
So 18 to 40 years.
Yes.
So what does the application process involve?
So as Julie mentioned earlier, one thing that we're specific about is proof of residency in Lagos State.
That's the LSRA ID.
Yes.
LSRA
Very
ID
important.
is needed. Otherwise, age. Overall, we are also very much looking at the gender balance in the cohort. So we definitely encourage young women to apply. Also, young women to apply in ICT
Yes.
because we know that there
and
is
not just trade or recycling.
Yes, exactly. We know that there is sometimes gender bias in that sector, and that's something that we want to tackle also. So yes, people just apply with their LSRA ID, and now. Okay, you understood. So it's a 1 month in-person training. So obviously people need to have this availability.
Good.
Yes.
And a strong enough commitment that they genuinely want to try to make a living in their trade in their field of choice.
Okay, any qualifications required?
No qualification for most of the training. Usually above secondary school certificate.
From SSE,
SSE
above,
and above. But what about those who do not have the SSE certificate? Does that mean they can't apply?
So for that, you're raising a valid point here. The concern is because the training is so short, we need to take people at a level where they can already attend the training and learn the skills fast. So for those that have not completed this level of education, they would I would suggest that they look at other programs that tackle more their demographics or their target group in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Accelerate Lagos is the program here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You want to add your voice to the conversation, or you've got questions to ask my guest regarding this project? Feel free to connect with us on 0915 387 7127, or you can send messages via WhatsApp on 0809 912 0777, 0809 9120 777. So we've talked about the process involved in terms of application and eligibility. Now, someone out there is asking a question. Okay, now I know that I fall within the age range of 18 and 40. I want to apply. How do I go about it?
Okay, so about that, it's always the same in the first place. People, I hope some of your listeners are familiar with that, but follow LSETF on their social media.
Okay.
So at LSETF, every time we have call for application, you would at some point see a flyer there with a QR code with an application link. Okay. Be also on the lookout for flyers mentioning this employability support project. With a logo of LSETF and QR codes.
So, and some of our delivery partners
that's
also
on social media, right? Let's get it clear.
Facebook,
Instagram. Okay.
First of all, okay. Instagram is very big for LSETF.
Okay.
LinkedIn is also big for LSETF.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Talk to us.
Yes, some of our delivery partners also, they are sending out application form. So these forms are even flying everywhere on different WhatsApp platforms. So they can also see this form and then apply.
So, someone is asking, how long is this training supposed to last? I think this is coming in from...
Okay, it's a 4 weeks training.
4 weeks training,
Yeah,
okay.
after which you go for 3 months internship.
Okay.
Compulsory internship. So
is this training entirely free, or should applicants expect any associated
absolutely
cost?
free.
Absolutely free?
Yeah.
No filling of forms, payment for...
No.
Okay, so beyond technical and soft skills, what kind of support will participants receive during and after the training? Michel, you have something to say regarding that?
So, okay, let me just like emphasize one important thing that you just put in your question.
Yeah.
This aspect of soft skills, like we mentioned like all the vocational training, people need to learn a skill, but of course, like one thing that is very important for young people before joining an employer is also like some form of like boost and some form of training and preparation in terms of like professional attitude, professional communication,
confidence building.
Yes. So like these soft skills are very, very much like key, and it's something that we're intentional about, and that we push our partnering schools to integrate in their curriculum. We have also a free e-learning that is there for everyone, for people in this program, but even for people at large. And the address is elearning.lsetf.ng.
E-learning.
Yes. And it's a secure website. So https
.ng.
Yes.
E-learning.lsetf.
Yes. E-learning. That's E-L-E-A.
RNING.
Absolutely. .lsetf.ng.
Okay.
It's free. People can go through it, can get a personalized certificate at the end of it. There are 3 courses right now. One in communication, one in like work ethics, professional behavior, and one in like career development, CV preparation,
writing,
interview. It's functioning right now. You can open it right now. Everyone can register and get their certificates.
So is there a deadline?
No, like this one is up and running. Like that's the beauty with this sort of like e-learning. So this type of online services, it's like we are able to maintain it open at all points.
At all points.
So, yes.
Okay, so in terms of support,
We have we'll be providing data to support them during learning.
okay.
So we'll make provision for that. We'll also be providing stipends just to support them for transport. And stipend also when they are having their internship. We'll make provision for all that.
0915-387-7127, 0809-9120-777. If you've got 1 or 2 questions to ask my guests here in the studio, feel free to hit the numbers or perhaps send a message via WhatsApp. My guests are Mathieu, Michel, Head Employability LSETF, and I have Julia B here with me. She's a project officer for LSETF. Traffic update. Just to remind you that the earlier reported truck with a mechanical fault on Old Abeokuta Road by Genge to Inward Abattoir is now off the location. It has been evacuated. Likewise, the minibus that skidded into the drainage channel. All right, normalcy has been restored to the area. Everywhere is looking very cool and calm at this time. So we still have our eyes on the Volkswagen car that had a front tire problem on the main carriageway at Ojota, Inward Maryland, backing up traffic to Ojota interchange. All right, but traffic managers on ground managing the traffic while the tow van has been contacted for its evacuation. All right, broken down flat body truck with a front tire problem at Bonnie Camp, just by the checkpoint in Ward McWayne Bridge, occupying a major part of the road, has backed up traffic to the roundabout. Tow vehicle has been contacted, so it's a busy one coming from the roundabout towards Bonnie Camp. Proper by checkpoints precisely. So be on the lookout. I'll be sending more helpings regarding all these and more. All right, we're gradually drawing closer to the end of the program. But what advice would you give to someone considering this opportunity, but feeling unsure about taking the next step? Julie, let me let you.
All right. So our advice. You listening to me, youth in Lagos, don't just sit down and think this is not true. you have to go out. How do I mean? You have to search for opportunity, and we are here giving you the opportunity. All you need to go is go to our website, go to our social media to find the details on how to register. Register for this training. They are free, and then you will thank us later.
Okay, so give us the website again.
Yes, so the website is lsetf.ng.
Okay.
Okay, that's the official LSETF website. For some of our services, let me mention also our loan portal, because like some of your listeners might be interested. So loans.lsetf.ng.
Okay, that's the loan portal.
Yes, exactly. So loans.lsetf.ng. Yes, and again, like Instagram is really like instrumental, because you have to imagine that some of these calls for application are very timely in the sense that they go out and they are filled very fast. We get like several thousands applications in an instant. So be on the lookout on social media at LSETF. So LSETF is the name of your account on Instagram.
On Instagram, and the website lsetf.ng. And for e-learning, that's elearning.lsetf.ng.
Exactly.
I must say a very, very big thank you to you two for coming on board the program. It was quite enlightening having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
Lagos, Nigeria, we've come to the end of the program. Accelerate Lagos today, Wednesday. Big thank you once more to my guest, Mathieu, Michel, Head Employability, LSETF, and I've also had Julio B, Project Officer for LSETF, and together we've been able to unlock the potential Skill Up through Skill Up with LSETF. The show will come your way again next week, Wednesday. On behalf of my executive producer, Taiwo Akunle, Accelerate Lagos will come your way at 10:15 next week, Wednesday. My name is Mike James. To have yourself a wonderful day.